April 28th, 2022, Board of Public Works and Safety meeting for the City of Hammond. Roll call, please.
Mr. Markgraf.
Here.
Mr. Long.
Here.
Mr. Perez.
Here.
Are there any conflict of interest statements of the board members?
No, sir.
No. Approval of the minutes of the meeting of April 21st, 2022.
Good. I will make a motion to approve those minutes.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. There are no bid openings today. All right, do we have any matters from department heads and/or their representatives? Mr. Button, City Engineer, step to the mic.
Good morning to the esteemed and venerable board.
Morning.
This morning, I received from our consultant a deductive change order request with a project that we are in contract with the Indiana Department of Transportation it was the refuge island at Purdue University on 173rd. So we need your signatures on a deductive change order, which is beg your pardon, current change order amount is $24,909.59, $24,909.59, brings the total contract down to $1,190,218.14. It's a final closeout change order, requires 2 signatures, so I would ask that the board approve that the president and vice president execute the change order with the Indiana Department of Transportation. Thank you.
Okay.
You good?
Yes.
Okay, I'll make a motion then to approve the change order.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any other department heads or their reps?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, correspondence, item A. Correspondence received from William Short, Chief of Police, requesting that Officer Zachary Retzky be promoted to the rank of third-class patrolman effective April 21st, 2022, and submitting the petition for retirement from Sergeant Jose Burgos, who has served the citizens of Hammond for 28 years, effective at the close of business on June 30th, 2022.
I'll make a motion to approve Chief Short's request.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item B, correspondence received from Jeffrey Smith, Fire Chief, requesting the promotion of Matthew Strickland from probationary firefighter to private firefighter, retroactive to April 13th, 2022. That's a good story here, man.
Make a motion to approve Chief Smith's request.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item C, correspondence received from Enviroforensics, request a bid for the removal and replacement of lead-impacted soil environmental remediation be awarded to the low responsive and responsible bidder, Blue River Environmental and Restoration, Inc., in the amount of $2,220,234.30. Submitted for approval.
Thank you. This is phase 2 of the Robertsdale lead-impacted soil remediation project. Board recalls opening bids last week for this project. The low responsive and responsible bidder is Blue River Environmental. This will do the second of 3 phases, a 30 home residential property cleanup. This is funded through American Rescue Plan funds, and that funding allocation is in progress now for approval by the city controller and the mayor. But there's $4 million set aside for this project. We are under budget and on target to meet the budget for this project.
Okay. I will then make a motion then to approve the bid to Blue River Environmental and Restoration.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Item D, correspondence received from Milestone requesting to restrict traffic on the north side of Chicago Street and close Johnson and Torrance Avenue to through traffic starting May 2nd, 2022, to last 1 week for the Chicago Street Phase 2 project. Johnson and Torrance will not be closed at the same time.
Third verse, same as the first, right? We're alternating closures on Johnson and Torrance. We insisted that the contractor keep at least one open to access the South Shore station access. And so it's just a repeat of doing tie-ins and work at each of those locations. So I'd ask your approval of this action.
We really appreciate that too, by the way. I will make a motion then to approve Milestone's request.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Item E, correspondence received from Grimmer Construction, Inc., requesting permission to close Detroit Street and Lyman from May 2nd, 2022 through May 20th, 2022 for the Nickty West Lake project. Question.
Sure.
This is after Highland is open, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
I was going to mention that, and we're
Okay.
not going to allow them to close
Okay.
both at the same time.
All right.
Because actually Highland's part of the detour.
Yeah.
So what they're doing is basically shutting it down for water sewer main relocation for Nickty. And the Highland one should be wrapping up. They're just doing the testing on the water right now. So they want to get a head start as soon as that's open.
Is this something that's going to continue to go south all the way down to 173rd?
Yes,
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
sorry.
I mean, it just makes sense that it's going to, but, okay. Okay.
So I would recommend approval.
Okay.
Okay, then I'll make a motion then to approve Grimmer Construction's request.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Correspondence received from Thayer Power and Communication requesting permission to close Willow Court from Holman to Seoul beginning May 2nd, 2022 through May 5th, 2022 for the Nickty West Lake project.
So this is actually NIPSCO going underground in that particular area, and they cannot bore it because of too many obstacles underground, so they're gonna open cut it and put their conduit in there for their electrical lines.
So this is going to be closed only in one small area, not the whole street,
One
right?
small area, it's gonna be closed. Detour is basically down State Street. It's gonna be closed towards Holman, a
Right.
hard closure, and there's gonna be access to the businesses except in the hard closure area.
Guessing the soft closure will be at Seoul probably,
Yes,
right? And that else has to be, right?
correct.
The detour starts at Seoul, and then Oakley is another.
Oh, yeah, right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, then I'll make a
I'd
motion then to approve Thayer Power and Communications request.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mark.
Let's go to page 2. Item G, correspondence received from St. John the Baptist Catholic Church and Parish Community requesting street closure of the 1800 block of Lincoln Avenue from Benedict Court to 119th, beginning June 23rd, 2022 until June 28th, 2022, for the anniversary celebration scheduled for June 25th, 2022, and requesting 6 barricades. They will also be contacting Park Department for 20 tables and 15 garbage cans. Is this the little strip of road on the east side of the church there? Do you know, Dean? Right? Or is? Where they let kids off, for the school in that little stretch and pick them up in that little stretch of school there?
I've never known, they've had this before, though.
They have, I think. I think so.
Good?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll make a motion then to approve a St. John the Baptist request.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Yeah, it's not too, I don't think there's any houses there or something. Item H, correspondence received from St. John the Baptist School requesting permission to use the Clark Track on Friday, May 6th, 2022, from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. for their Fun Run Walk for Education fundraiser with a backup date for Friday, May 13th, 2022, and that the Port Authority, Hammond Port Authority, advised they would open and close the gate on the day of the event. I'm guessing, is this city property? No, Mr. Smith? Clark Field?
No, the, Clark Field is owned by the, Park Board now, Park Department.
Okay. Okay.
So
Is this
that,
something maybe should go to them?
absolutely. So it's coming up on May 6th. There'll be I'm trying to think, there's a park board meeting on May 1st, I believe, if that's a Thursday. I just forget what. It's May 1st,
May 1st is a
is
Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah.
So it'd be the 4th, I think, the park board
Wednesday?
meets on Wednesday.
I mean, I know it's just a technical matter.
Yeah, the Port Authority is actually, I think, maintaining like open and closing of the
Right.
property. It probably should have gone before the park board. I would just say that if you could just approve it conditioned upon the park board being advised.
Okay.
You know, maybe if, Linda, if you could forward that over to Katie.
Sure.
And to Jim, so that it gets on the agenda at the park board on the 4th. I mean, I know it's short, but
Okay. Then I will make a motion then to approve, sorry.
Oh, you like to speak to it?
hi,
Oh.
come on up.
Principal of
Sure.
St.
No, no, no,
John's.
please,
I just didn't know,
That's
I
okay.
had contacted Mylene Krasinski initially about this because we didn't know
Okay.
where to go to. So whatever we need to do, obviously we'll do it and hopefully be able to use that. We obviously don't want to be running around whiting and.
Yeah, I don't think it's just like President Margraf said, that it just seems to be a technicality more than anything. So we just want to get you to the right spot so we can get the right approval. So they'll kind of conditionally approve it today, and then we'll get it in front of the park board on the 4th, and that should be no problem as well. And I know Mylan kind of operates in and out of there, so he'll open it up for you.
Perfect.
Okay.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you.
Sure, thanks for coming in.
Okay, I'm going to make a motion then to approve St. John the Baptist School's request contingent on notifying the park board.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, item I, correspondence received from Leon's Triathlon requesting permission for road closures on Sunday, June 5th, 2022, from 7:30 a.m. to 12 noon to conduct the bicycle and running portion of the annual triathlon. Mr. Button,
Just here to answer any questions that the board might have regarding the triathlon. We do
has
some,
anything changed that you've seen to this point
There
about
is
the
no-
road closures or anything like
there's
that?
no change. It's identical course.
Same route? Yeah, then we've
Yes, sir.
been doing it for years. So.
I mean,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, then I will make a motion then to approve Leon's Triathlon's request.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Item J, correspondence received from resident Emily Kowalski requesting 2 autistic child area signs to be placed on both sides of the 7300 block of Oakdale.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning.
My name is Emily Kowalski, and I've been a Hammond resident all my life and a homeowner recently 5 years ago. And we chose to raise our daughter in Hammond. And her name's Ruby, and she's 3 years old and was diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder about a year ago. And about 2 weeks ago in Valparaiso, visiting my father, I noticed an autistic child area sign. I've not seen one in Hammond. And I said, I've got to try to get one for my daughter. She has no sense of danger, and if she's not holding someone's hand, she flees. And I also feel that it may help make our area a little safer if residents or anyone traveling through the area may see the signs to slow down. Just a year and a half ago, we had a hit-and-run incident where someone rear-ended us and took off because they were speeding on our own block, hit us on our own block. So people fly down our street and
Okay.
go past stop signs and what have you. So I kind of feel like she deserves that.
What do they put one on each end of the block? Is that what they do?
Are they in the middle,
Facing
Johnny,
both.
generally, or on the
A lot of times at the
end?
beginning, you know, when
The
the
beginning and
bus
the end? Okay.
I was requesting, I didn't know if we could put one on facing each side for traffic coming from
Yeah, both sides.
175th and 173rd.
It's not a one-way street, right?
No.
Both ways?
We get traffic from 173rd and 175th. It's
Yeah.
a 7300 block
Right.
of Oakdale.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah. Shouldn't be a problem. Mr. Button?
Yeah, if I could, so I just looked at the manual of uniform traffic control devices, and there is a standard for autistic child in the area. So I'll work with the resident, property owner to see if there's something that'd be
Okay.
acceptable, if this is something the board would want to approve.
Is that something that you want to address, or we want to?
We'll help identify the proper
Understood,
sign.
okay.
And then I would refer the installation of the sign, if the board approves, to the Department of Public Works.
Yeah, my only concern was that we meet the uniform sign, that, versus just having,
I mean, I think,
Gary
oh,
produce.
no, I agree with that, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then I would just say, obviously, we give our 7-day
right,
condition. It sounds
To the
like it was
council.
in the 4th district, so we let Councilman Emerson know
Sure.
that it's going to be final if the board approves it as of next Thursday,
okay,
as long as Linda gets the note out today.
okay, so we're going to engineering. We're going to send it to you?
Yeah.
If you could, so engineering will help select the sign
Okay.
with the property owner, and then it will be assigned to the Department of Public Works to
Okay,
install,
got it.
if the board approves.
Okay, so I'm going to make a motion then to approve some signage on the street. And depending on what engineering recommendation comes to us, we'll approve that. And then we also need to send it to the council for their approval, so it'll be for 7 days at least.
Yeah.
Good? Okay.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.
Something like that. Okay, cool.
Thank you. Man, that's stacked there.
Oh, boy, I'm going to miss that day.
Seriously?
No, I'm just kidding.
Man, that's like salt junk,
No,
bro.
That's a good part.
Sorry. Item K, correspondence received requesting a rental registration hearing.
I'll make a motion to set that hearing for May 26th, 2022.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Hey, you think she planted one of those little posties in,
I'm going to find it, though.
Okay.
Don't worry, I'm going to find it.
Okay, matters from board members. Let's see, 70, that's coming down there. Should we bring that up, the Hussville Little League?
We never got a chance to, well, he wanted you to read off exactly what
Oh,
he told you.
yeah. Yes, he did.
So,
Okay, matters from board members, we just have a small little issue with a parade for Hussville Little League. They want to have a fireworks display. We've requested they issue us some documentation that they have liability to cover the event, and we are expecting that. This was approved 2 weeks ago, and so we just wanted to get that on the record, that it's the board's approving what they're doing for the parade and their opening day at the fireworks Little League.
Yeah, could you also list the conditions that,
I mean, the chief fire inspector reaching out to him this morning, he just obviously, for them to utilize proper safety measures, water close by, no combustible materials in vicinity, the area cordoned off, no kids in proximity X amount of feet, and they've assured us that they will do so.
okay.
Also, okay, so that takes care of that one. You wanted to mention,
We already approved it pending that stuff. Should you
oh,
reapprove?
you approved it?
Yes.
You did, okay.
2 weeks ago pending.
April
that-
7th we
pending
did,
that
yes.
information.
Gotcha, okay, sorry. Yep.
It's okay.
okay, so that's coming up on a later point. That one's there. Where was the other one at? I think that might.
That was the only three.
Oh, you said,
The 1,500.
I'm just going to make a comment in regards to, we had a couple residents on High Slop Place requesting some yellow paint being put down on their driveway aprons due to people impacting their driveway and having them, making it difficult for them to enter their driveway, so that's been done and taken care of, and Councilman Tyler's been made aware of that as well. Okay. And Mr. Gordish?
Last week was the approval of a stop sign, you recall, Arizona and Vine. Mm-hmm. That is up. Sometimes with new stop signs, it takes time to get used to. Seems like traffic is flowing well, and we came up with a solution to put like one of those lights on top so it blinks.
Sure.
To draw attention, and it's working out really good. Maybe in the future, for new stop signs, we can have something like that to draw attention to it. So I just wanted to let you know it's up and
Well,
going.
I'm sure you made the neighbor happy with that.
Oh, yeah.
And one last thing from board members, we have got a nice email from a concerned citizen. We put some speed limit signs up on their street in regards to, and children playing as well. She says it's certainly made a difference. She's noticed it already, so she thanks the board and the city for doing that, so. Pardon me? Woodmar. I think it's been a little while since that was done, but we got to thank you nonetheless.
Well, I don't know if we'll get the letter from that one.
Okay, anything else? Anything?
No, sir.
You?
No, sir.
All right. Going on to new business. Item A, resolution authorizing the City of Hammond by the Port of Public Works and Safety to transfer property pertaining to 2211 Calumet Avenue, 2204 through 18 Davis Avenue, and 2405 Calumet Avenue submitted for approval. Anything, Mr. Smith, on this?
Yes, I'm sorry. Talking to Mr. Farrell about some
Oh,
inspection matters. These are the three, okay, so this has to do with Clark High School field. The city planner informed us that there were 4 parcels that were kind of just, I don't want to call them, I guess we refer to them as orphan parcels because they were not part of the large parcel that was transferred from the school city to the park department. One of them was owned by the city of Hammond, and that one's, one of them remained with the school city, and that's being transferred to parks between the school city and the park department. 3 of them were owned by the city of Hammond, and that's what's before you to transfer to parks, because the city planner has requested that it all be in one ownership so that he can then do a new plat, I think. Isn't that right, Dean? New plat, so that Brian can do a new plat. And so once it gets platted, the plan is to transfer it to redevelopment so they can then move forward with the infrastructure and the new neighborhood. And of course, there are also going to be public meetings and neighborhood meetings so that the neighborhood knows what the plan is moving forward and they can have input. Thank you.
got it.
So we just need to
Thank you.
approve the resolution, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I will make a motion then to approve the resolution.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Item B, right-of-way permits submitted for approval from the engineering department. They look good.
2 thumbs up. I make a motion then to approve the right-of-way permits.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Garage sale permits submitted for approval.
1 day, 8 to 4.
Oh, man, I don't think, what the heck, man? I don't think we have any, we don't have any disposal authorizations, do we?
July. No, I guess not.
Oh, man, we're gonna have to,
2 days, 10 to 6. The back wasn't filled out.
but I'll bet you there's not gonna be any solid junk sold at either one of them,
Nope.
right?
I guess she wasn't even paying attention.
No.
I will then make a motion to approve the garage sale permits.
Okay.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, item D, notice of violation hearing for property located at 4432 Torrance Avenue. Is there a Mr. Olvera here? No. Okay.
Morning, Board.
Good morning.
We inspected the property a few months ago in February. Property contains 2 units, a first floor rented out by the owner's aunt, and the owner uses the second floor apartment himself. Sometimes it's not being currently rented, but based on the inspection results, the no lack of fire separation and no permits to account for the creation, we're asking the board to affirm the removal of the second floor. I haven't had any contact with the owner in regards to him saying no, so we're just asking for the removal.
He is aware that the radar's on him?
Right, I have had phone conversations with the gentleman to explain, what we're dealing with here, and he understands, why and what. He was just questioning why it came up now during his ownership.
Sure.
Obviously, but he had indicated he's willing to comply because his aunt is the only one that occupies the property, and she doesn't want any tenants anyway.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's why it's been vacant, so we
Well, that'll make it
we're
easier.
gonna move forward.
Yep. Okay. Then I will make a motion then to approve the findings to remove the second floor apartment.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Wait, oh, I think he probably, Jay, you want these back? You want these back?
You want this back?
Jason.
Jason, you want this back?
Chris.
Chris, I'm sorry.
I was saying Jason.
Steve, Rick, Tom.
One of them will work.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we do? Okay.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Item E, rental registration hearing for property located at 7209 Tilly Drive and 7213 Tilly Drive. Ms. Pufoff?
This is a property that Ms. Pufon has owned since May 1st of '21. It's a 2-unit. We are here for 2021. It looks like she's a new owner, and so yeah, it's a 2-unit. It sits on the same parcel. Lake County Assessor recognizes it as 7213. Lake County Treasurer recognizes it as 7209. So it's a 2-unit, same parcel, one property for 2021.
2 units or 1 unit?
It's a 2-unit.
2 units,
On,
2 homes.
oh, 2 single-family homes?
Yes,
Oh, wow.
Structures on one parcel, yes.
And, oh, so she purchased these when?
May 1st of '21 is when the.
Oh, just last year?
Yep.
and it wasn't actually a purchase, it was an inheritance from a relative. And it wasn't until last month that we went to get this year's current registration stickers that we realized last year's had never been paid. We're happy to pay those if you would be willing to waive the fee. 'Cause they
Oh,
told
so they
us,
still are both being rented as we speak, right? You
Currently,
inherited
yes.
that, and they're still there? I mean,
Yes.
So you wouldn't have known. These are the only properties you own here in this regard,
that
like
is
this?
correct, yes.
Okay.
Okay, and your intention is to rent them on for going forward?
That is correct, yes.
Okay. Okay, I will make a motion then to waive the late fees for both units for 2021. And ma'am, the only thing we'd ask is that every year they have to be registered between January 1st and April 15th. Just make sure you, yeah, exactly, make sure you set a note for that, okay? Thank you.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, old business. Item A, status, 7025 Van Buren Garage.
Yes, Mr. President, this was up on April 7th before the board. This is a garage. Actually, the inspector provided some new photos back on April 5th. You could see it was like a Tyvek situation.
Right.
And we had never, to my knowledge, determined, or we've never bid it out. And the decision today was going to be whether to sign a rehab agreement or remove it from the demo list. I've spoke to Mr. Farrell, who's indicated that he believes everything's finally in the owner's name and would suggest a rehab agreement. Is that correct?
This is for
7025?
7025 Van Buren, we've not have any movement on. The 7217 Harrison is the one that purchased it.
Got it. Okay, so,
So since we talked about Van Buren the
Yep.
last time, which is 2-3 weeks ago, any discussion with the people?
Yeah, no, we've not had any progress or movement for that garage.
so it's kind of a weird situation, right? I don't know, I'll give you the photos again, just so you guys can see them. It's not necessarily like demo worthy, because they've done some work, it's just been sitting there in this like half repaired
But the
condition.
Tyvek's been on there for some time, right?
Yeah.
Years?
Yeah, in fact, I've got photos from 2019. Looks similar. Does it look like a new garage door on there?
It's a tough one for us too, because even though it might not be demo worthy, they're not cooperating at all.
In order to repair demolish, this is exactly that, just like in order to repair or end up
Right.
demolishing.
I mean, have we tried citing them?
Yes, or
So
Been
do
a-
they,
has issued citations.
is it on the demo list or no?
It is on the demo list.
Well, maybe they need some impetus,
I think so,
From the
yeah,
board.
absolutely, yeah.
just to kind of move things along, hopefully in a positive way, right?
What, up here before the board?
Yes,
Yeah, sure.
yeah.
Yeah, it was set on November 19th of 2020 for, I'm sorry, it was set for November 19th of 2020, so maybe Linda could pull the minutes from that meeting. I don't show an order in here, so I'm not sure, maybe at that board meeting if we entered an order or not. Oh, I apologize. We entered an order, and it was recorded on November 26th of 2020. So I agree with you, let's bring them before the board.
Yes.
So if we order them to appear and they
Sure.
don't, then we move forward?
Yeah, I don't think we've ever bid it out. I'll double check,
I
but
don't think it was bid out.
Okay, that's fair, I think.
Okay,
Yep.
so we need to set this for
I'd say a week to 2 weeks. I mean, I don't,
2, maybe?
2 weeks, yeah.
Yeah,
So what is that, May 12th? May 12th?
yes. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to,
Oh, you know what? I'm going to be gone May 12th. Could we do the 19th?
May 19th?
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to make a motion to set this for status to May 19th, and that we notify the homeowners to be present at that meeting.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Status, 7217 Harrison.
So this is the one where it's been before the board on several occasions. As you can see, I got a double file, which means that it expired once and then it had to get reset.
Yes.
It was up before the board in January, and Mr. Leslie Putnam appeared saying that he was going to get the tax deed and wanted to rehab it. Since that time, it's been deeded twice, from Mr. Putnam to TMS Development and then to Easy Property Solutions. Hi, are you from Easy Property Solutions? All right.
I'm the contractor that's going to do the work to rehab it. We just, can I speak? I don't know, I don't want to.
Yeah, come on up.
No,
Introduce
please.
you- Please
Please.
state your name and tell us what your relationship is to the property.
So Maria Ruiz, I'm the GC, we plan on moving on with this
What
property. With NWI United Construction.
Okay, what do they have to do with Easy Property Solutions? Because they're the owner.
I do all his rehabs here in Hammond,
Who's he?
most. I'm sorry, the owner to Easy Properties, which is Wayne Schaefer.
Okay.
Okay, and the reason why we haven't moved on this one yet is because we're waiting for the they had to do a
Title.
quiet title to clean it, it had too many liens on it. I do have an email here from the attorney.
Who's the attorney?
Mike
Kovachkov? Okay.
He's working on it, and he says he's probably about 30 more days out.
The quiet title, however, that's a property issue. That has nothing to do with the ability, with having to rehab it. That doesn't stop the ability to work on the property, get permits. So the quiet title excuse really doesn't mean anything.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so it's just a matter of whether or not you want to start pulling permits, because my concern
I
is
mean,
if
I
you're
don't
going to quiet
mind-
title it, hold on. My concern is if you're going to quiet title it, then you're going to transfer it again. And so what we want to find, because usually that's why you quiet title it, so you have clean title, so you can transfer it again. And if they're going to transfer it in someone's name that's going to rehab it and fix it, I'm good with that too.
Right.
We just need to know kind of what the plan is.
No, the plan is to rehab it, wait till we give this quiet title. He has hired me on to take care of the rehab. Why we haven't moved forward with the rehab or pulled permits is the attorney advised us not to, because the liens weren't off.
Okay, could you have Mike give me an email or a call? I mean, we talk generally weekly on properties, so.
Sure.
Yeah, Nick, do you want to say anything? I think you felt that they were going to start proceeding, right?
Correct, yeah, and I know the contractor has a good reputation of following through and pulling permits. Bill has spoke highly of their work and, commitment to finish projects, especially on the demo list, so I know they're reputable as far as getting these things done.
So I think what we'd want to do is probably get a rehab agreement
Okay.
with you, or I'm sorry, with Easy.
With Easy Properties.
Yeah, so if you could get us, is that the correct address that we sent it to?
Yep,
Jewett? So I think what we need to do is, I don't even think there's been an inspection
No,
paid for.
demo inspection.
Yeah.
They do have a day, I got one from Bill the other day, a demo inspection.
think he did
It's on
one
one
before.
2019. So I'm
they
sure you'll
may-
walk through it
They may
again.
need to do an additional demo inspection due to the time that's lapsed and the lack of work that's been done. There may be additional work needed due to the 2 years that, involved. So I would request that Bill does a demo inspection on a new owner, and then we can prepare a rehab agreement for the new owner to sign, and permits can get pulled at that point.
So if we could set it for status for maybe a month, let's say 30 days, that should give everybody enough time to talk. I'll talk to Mr. Kovachkov. Ms. Ruiz, is that Ruiz?
My last name Ruiz, yeah.
Ruiz. Ms. Ruiz will have an opportunity to get Mr. Luter in the building to get inspected, and then we'll hopefully have a good status in 30 days.
Okay.
So,
Just make sure to get in.
Kevin, just so we're clear, the motion is then to complete a demo inspection, fill out the rehab agreement, and then set it over for May 26th?
Yeah, that'd be
Status?
fine. I don't know if we'll have the rehab agreement done yet. It all depends if Mr. Luter's got the inspection done in the report. But yeah, I'd like to at least set it for status so we can see where we're at.
Okay, gotcha. We'll start there then, okay? Okay, I'll make a motion then to set this over for status to May 26, 2022.
I
Same
second.
time, 9.
All those in favor?
Maria
Aye.
Ruiz.
Aye.
Aye. Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, May 26th was that?
Yes.
Yes.
At 9. All right, beautiful.
Thank you.
Gentlemen, have a good day.
You too.
Item C, 7508 Birch.
Mr. President, I'm happy to report that I spoke with Mr. Driscoll this morning, the attorney for Lake County Liens, and he has sent in a signed rehab agreement that I think you have before you, or maybe, do they, Linda? Yep. And we would request its signature and approval.
Oh, yeah, she handed it to me. Oh, yeah, there it is. So it was with my salt junk.
So
And,
just approve,
and it is signed. And it is signed.
just approve the
Yep.
rehab agreement.
You good?
Okay.
And
Yes.
request set it for status right after the expiration date, which I believe would be 3 months from right around today.
3 months from today? Well, that's fine.
Is there an expiration date on it?
Let's say August 1st?
Yeah, so anytime in early August.
August 4th, you want to go right after or a little bit? Okay, August 4th.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to make a motion then to approve the rehab agreement and set this for status to August 4th, 2022.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye?
Aye. And let's see, I think that nope. Couple more hiding here. Status, 828 Indiana.
828 Indiana, Mr. Farrell, that was one of the things we were working on over here. Mr. Farrell indicated that permits have been pulled and work is proceeding. However, at this time, it looks like there was a signed agreement. I just don't have a copy of it in my file, so I'm going to ask Linda to make sure that I get a copy of that. It looks like it was approved on the 13th by this board. The reason it was set today was for status because it's expired, or is expiring, I think, right around now. So if we could set this over for status for a couple weeks, I'm going to get an extension of 60 days on the rehab agreement and have it signed and before the board. So maybe a 2-week status because we can get it to Mr.
12?
Let's see, Mr. Vargas.
Okay, I'm going to make a motion then to set this for status to May 12th, 2022.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Status 712 Cherry.
Kind of a similar situation. This is a home under rehab. Its permits were pulled back in February. The rehab agreement expires on May 1st. So what we're going to do is probably give a 90-day extension on this. But if we could get a status for 2 weeks to have the rehab agreement submitted, the extension submitted.
So May 12th again?
Yes.
Okay, I'll make a motion then to set this over for status to May 12th, 2022.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And Linda, that's another one where I don't have a copy of the first one, if you could get Madeline and I a copy. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Smith. Item F. Hammond Hermits previously requested to hold their Hammond Hermits Opening Day Parade for Saturday, April 23rd, 2022, and requested the residential parking be suspended for that day. The rain-out date is for April 30th, 2022, which is when the parade's hopefully going to take place this Saturday. So they're just advising the board that it didn't happen last week, but it's going to happen this Saturday.
Good.
Yep.
Do we approve that date? Okay,
Yeah.
we're good. Approve it?
Yeah, why
Make
not?
a motion?
Sure.
Okay, then I will make a motion then to approve the new date.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye?
Aye. Okay. Meeting's open to the public. Anyone here care to speak?
Chris, good?
No, you're good?
Sure, okay. Make a motion then to adjourn the
Sure.
meeting.
Sure.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.